Hi ladies, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Janelle and this is a Trying to Conceive Journey channel. For all those return, thank you so much. I love you all and I really appreciate your support. Those who have just jumped in, don't jump out. Like, subscribe and follow my journey, because you will learn so much, not just from me but all the other TTCers out there. Okay, so today I have so much to tell you and all different types of topics, so stay tuned and we have got lots to talk about. Okay, so I thought we would start probably just after my miscarriage, so we won't go over that again. As you know, that's what's happened, and moving forward we have been preparing ourselves, preparing my body, preparing Brad, preparing everything for cycles to regulate, what are we going to do next, what we're doing new, things like that. I mean, I don't need to do anything really new. I can fall pregnant, and it's just keeping baby. So each time I do fall pregnant, so if you need any tips, let me know, because we are very high success rate for pregnancy, just not keeping. So if you have tips for me, that'll be great. Please leave them in the comments. So preparing. I did my IV therapy, and that was suggested by simply Tanika because she did it, and apparently it was it's good for egg quality, so I thought I'd start that. And I was supposed to have my next round done probably about 5 days ago, and I was also supposed to start acupuncture about 5-6 days ago. I don't even know what day it is today, Thursday. Yes, last week. However, I got the flu extremely bad. I was bedbound for 3 days at least, where Brad's parents actually had to come in and spoon feed me chicken broth for 3 days straight. Not fun at all. So now I just have this chesty cough, and I'm pretty good. I'm on the mend now. So it's like, let's rock and roll. So what I'm going to do is, today is Thursday. I don't think I'm going to get in tomorrow, but I'll see if the IV therapy is open on Saturday, and I'll see if I can get some acupuncture. I just didn't want to put my germs out there to my acupuncturist, but with the IV therapy, as much as that would help me, I didn't want to put my germs everywhere either. So we'll restart that. What else do we do? Okay, so I went over my YouTube channel and went through all the comments again, only because I was just trying to find one particular person. And I don't want to say who I think it is, because it could be wrong. Anyway, this person suggested Ovance and RPM, and I'll just show you this. So if you can, if it focuses, let me just have a look. There we go. Okay, so that is, let me see if I can find it, Advanced Fertility Solutions. So this is not an advertisement for them whatsoever, because I haven't even tried it, but I did go ahead and order it, and I will tell you why. Because I'm trying to get my egg quality up. My AMH is low but good for my age, but it could be, it's either our egg or sperm is having an issue. So I've gone through all the comments, and most of them we already do, and I appreciate all the comments and all the suggestions. You don't know what I do, so I'm so grateful that everything that you've been telling me is what we do, and it makes me feel better that we are doing the right thing. And I think also Nikki talked about DNA fragmentation. Now Brad and I, not I, but Brad actually went and got sperm analysis done. Everything was great except the morphology. It was only 1% down, but still it went to the abnormal. So 4% is normal, and his was 3%. So he's been taking Menavit, which is a sperm to increase the quality and everything else. So he's been taking that for probably about 6 months now, so he hasn't had a retest of that. But the doctor said you're falling pregnant, and obviously they're strong enough to get there, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. So however, he has been taking taking that. The only thing in that test apparently, which Nikki brought to my attention, is the DNA fragmentation. So we don't have time in this video to talk fully about that, so please look it up, because it is a different type of testing. So you can be totally normal and everything else, but not in that. So it's a separate test. So I do advise you that if you do go and get a sperm analysis, you do ask them about a DNA fragmentation as well. So the advanced and the RPM that I got advice for, why I'm taking it is because of course, what I'm talking about, the low AMH and the egg quality. So this here, it basically says, and it costs me a lot of money. So, but you know, IVF is a lot of money. So that is our next step. 2 more miscarriages, we have to do IVF. So let's try and see what we can do prior. So it would have cost about $400 Australian. I think it's like 300 US. So it increases the natural production of AMH within the body. It restores AMH back to the normal levels, lowers high FSH levels, which I don't think mine were high, corrects the imbalance of AMH to FSH ratios, corrects the natural hormone production without adding hormones to your body, promotes healthy egg growth, increases the number of follicles growing within the ovaries, restores fertility to your eggs, raises pregnancy rates, creates natural pregnancies when doctors said you couldn't, and reduces chromosome abnormalities in the eggs. These are the things I'm wanting. So yes, I'm spending another $400, but you know, we've got to do what we got to do to get there, okay? So let's see how this goes. So that's one thing new. I have restocked, and I will show you my collection when I start doing testing, which we'll talk about testing in a second. But testing, I have got a whole drawer. Chockers. She is chockers it, and she has different types of ovulations. I've got my digitals, I've got my purple digitals, I've got my pink digitals, I have my sticks, cheapy sticks, I have everything. Pregnancy, same thing, cheapies, and first response. I have the whole lot. So what I want to talk to you about also is, after probably about 5 days after I had the miscarriage, I decided to go on, and I know everyone has skeptical of diets and all those kind of things. I've realized this, but each to our own. And I'm sure a lot of ladies out here are in the same boat as me. 2 years ago, or two and a half years ago, I was 48 kilos. I'm now 68 kilos. And that's 20 kilos extra on a 5'1". So, especially in the last couple of months, I've been feeling really down about myself and about, you know, my body and whatever. I've never ever been that heavy. With my twins, I weighed 66 kilos, and I just needed to, I don't know, I've been pregnant for 2.5 years. Well, it feels like that, you know, 7 pregnancies. You're pregnant, you're not pregnant, you're pregnant, you're not pregnant, you know. So the weight gain's there, you're not watching what you eat, because when you're pregnant, you don't want to diet, and you know, like, and then when you get going through miscarriage, and like, you don't want to look at diets, you know, all the rest of it. I don't want to go right into it. It might be another video if you want another video all about this, but I decided to go keto. I need to lose some weight, and not that I need to lose weight quick, but I do. I just want to drop some weight, feel good about myself, and god damn it, it's been hard. And I mean freaking hard. So the first week I went, I mean, I promise you, like, I have gone full on keto. There's been like nearly, like it says, 20 carbs, and I've had no sugar, nothing. And and I have been so sick, and I think it's between, when I said I had the flu extremely bad, I think it's a toss up between the flu and keto flu. So you can get a keto flu when you go on the keto diet, and holy dooly was I so sick, but I stuck to it. So I've already, like, in that, I've dropped 3 kilos a week from doing this. So not saying that you need to do this, but I'm just telling you what my life is doing right now, and I needed to do this for myself. And the first week was hard, and I thought, how am I going to get through this every week? And the week and a half came along, and bang, it was like, I felt good. I didn't need the sugar. My brain just all of a sudden switched off and thought, okay, she's, you know, I've got to accept this now. It was like it was going, where's your carbs? Where's your sugar? You know, and I held on like, no, you're getting nothing. Shut up, shut up. So just now I can go and have, you know, like a keto coffee, no sugar, no nothing, not even butter. I don't even have the proper bulletproof coffee, you know, with butter or whatever in it. But I went and had, for the first time ever, a black coffee, keto coffee, no sugar, no nothing, and I enjoyed it. I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, I've been eating very clean. You know, you can have bacon and eggs and avocado and spinach for breakfast, you know, things like that. And I've made these zucchini boats with mince and cheese and, you know, all the rest of it. Anyway, that's another story, all the food. But I feel so much better, and for the weight just dropping, not dropping, but it is literally dropping off. And I've just done a little bit of exercise. I have this like shaky machine that you stand on, and it like shakes your whole body. And because I've been so sick, I haven't been able to go out for walks, so that's kind of done my thing. And I have a rowing machine that I could only get on for 5 minutes before having a coughing fit because I've been so sick, but I've stuck to it even being sick, and I got through that first week and a half, and now I feel like I do not need toast, I do not need milk in my coffee, I do not need sugar, I do not need, like, yeah, any of it. I'm loving it. So anyway, so that's something else I'm doing. Hopefully if I lose some weight too, that'll help all my hormones without all that sugar and carbs and terrible food in my body, and I'll feel better within myself. So yeah, if you want to know more about keto, I can do a little video on that. Okay, so each day, why I keep looking down is because I've got these tests here. I've had the strangest day. Okay, so every day, as you probably know, when you miscarry, I actually keep a track of my ovulation, the LH strips and the pregnancy strips. Not my LH strips straight up, but my pregnancy sticks. So I've been taking just cheapy ones, and I've seen, you know, how dark it was, you know, each kind of. The cheapy ones I take probably every 3 days, and the first response I might take once a week. And my HCG dropped really quick, like literally a week later. It looked around 100 or something like that I showed you, I think. And so I've been taking the cheapy sticks. And have I got a cheapy stick? Oh, I don't have it in front of me. Literally, pregnancy, the cheapy one, non-existent. And let me, have I got it here? Actually, what I'll do is I'll pause this video and go and get it. Okay, so couldn't find the cheapy HCG stick. Anyway, it was almost nearly, you couldn't see it, almost not there. And I thought, perfect, my HCG is nearly gone, so that when it's gone, then I'll either, I think in the last couple of days I started testing my LH surges so that I could try and see when I'm ovulating, because we're now 2.5 weeks post DNC, and I want to see when I ovulate so I know when my next period is going to be. So I go and take, 2 days ago I took a cheapy test. So I took, I can't show you the pink digital, you know those pink digitals, and it come up a circle. So no surge, only because my HCG level is really non-existent, and you can't, because you can tell sometimes if you're pregnant by using the LH sticks, or you know, digitals, because when you've detected pregnancy it actually comes up as a smiley face because it has kind of not the same hormone, but yeah. So that's why a lot of ladies use the LH surges just to see if they're possibly pregnant, but you can only really tell maybe when you're about 12 days past ovulation to 14 days. It starts getting dark then. Anyway, so this is, let me just check. Okay, 2 days ago I got a negative on my digital, which was fantastic. So that just means that you know, one, the pregnancy like my hormone isn't even showing up now on a digital, and my LH surge is negative, of course. And this is the one, and if I can show you, that is, you look. Okay, so you can barely see that, right? So that was 2 days ago. Okay. Weirdest thing happened. So that was 2 days ago. And then this here is today. What is going on? What is going on? Why is that so dark again? I'm not understanding. That is like really dark. That's not just a little bit dark, and your HCG levels don't rise again. They go like it was almost gone. The reason why you can actually just see it there is because it's actually dark and it's been 2 days. So you can see that line. But look at the top one today. I mean, is that crazy? Like, that's just super crazy. I don't understand what's going on there. I don't know if you've had that, but there is no way that I could be pregnant, surely. I mean, yes, when you shouldn't have sex, I did have sex. I like spotted after my DNC and nothing else. So, but in saying that, I thought, you know, HCG levels will be high enough that nothing will happen. But that spun me out this morning, and like, you know, like, I was very, very confused. So Brad is like, oh my God, are you pregnant? You're so excited. I'm like, no, 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 hold up, hold up. I'm like, I don't know how that could happen. I don't understand. And I went in and I read it and read it and read it. And they're like, yes, it is possible. You can ovulate, like, you know, as soon as you can have your DNC and be in the middle of an ovulation then, you know. But why my HCG level would have been, you know, high. I mean, I don't know what my level was actually. I hadn't had it done for a long time. But, you know, could I have ovulated straight away, like, or within, okay, 5-6 days? I don't know. I'm stumped. Let me show you. I've got to show you again because I'm just looking at it, and I may tell you another reason in a minute why I don't, you know, it can't be pregnancy, seriously. It can't be a new pregnancy. Let me just go back. So let me just go forward. So the bottom one is the new one. The top one is 2 days ago. And that's 2 days ago dry. That's only just been done. I don't know. Absolutely crazy. Okay, so my theory, my possible theory is that, okay. Oh yes, so I got that right. Okay, let me tell you about the other thing. I can't show you, but so I turned around and I did a pink digital test. Guess what? Smiley face. Smiley face. What does that mean? My tests have got darker and I have a smiley face on my ovulation when 2 days ago it was negative. So confused. Okay, so this also happened. And you can't see, oh, you might be able to see it now. Okay, let's play the focus game again. All right, so I done the cheapy ones and this here, and I'll talk about this cheapy one. I done this one as well, and you may be able to look, but that line, the test line, was actually darker. It's actually dried up now. Test line was darker than the control line. So they have been, they hadn't gone like negative, like you couldn't see them, but it was definitely negative and you could see the line, but it wasn't extremely dark or anything like that. Today, that is darker than that one. I got a smiley face on this, and then I got a darker pregnancy test. What is happening, girls? What? The only thing I'm thinking, I mean, surely I'm not pregnant again. Surely it didn't happen that fast. Has it happened to you? I don't know. I have no idea. This has never happened. Now that 7 times I have been pregnant and miscarried, but I have never, I've always tracked my HCG levels the whole way until they were absolutely negative, so that when they were positive, I knew they were positive because I tracked it to they were negative. So they were almost negative, maybe a 6, something like that, and now all of a sudden we are blaring today. Like, is it another pregnancy, or is it that my other possibility, and if there's nurses out there, is it maybe I'm ovulating and it's like the hormone has, the HCG's picked up a little bit too in ovulation? Can that happen? I don't know. Because it was a circle 2 days ago. Same with that light one. I keep going on about this, but I am totally spun out. I don't know what to think. Brad's like going, oh my god, how are you another baby? You know what I mean? You know, I'm like, whoa up. Geez, slow down that horse, because we don't know what the hell's going on here, you know. And I'm confused, and like, you know, I'm not even excited because I'm confused more than anything. I'm like, is it true? Is it not? But I'm thinking is maybe all of a sudden I'm ovulating, and maybe a surge in my HCG has risen as well. Like, it was nearly gone, but because my LH surge has come up, maybe it's made my HCG levels increase a little. Do you think? I'm not sure. Please comment below, because I am so confused. And when we went into the doctor, he says, Janelle, don't have sex, don't fall pregnant. And not because it's unsafe for us, unsafe for baby, nothing like that. He said absolutely not. This is not about whether, you know, it's unsafe for baby, unsafe for you. This is only so we know when you're pregnant. We want to know when you're pregnant so you can start your progesterone again. And if you have sex before then, we don't know where you are, and we don't know how pregnant you are, and blah blah blah. It's to save confusion. That was it. So nothing about whether this would be a bad thing for pregnancy, you know, that you fall pregnant straight away. Not one indicator, he said, that would be bad. I really don't know what to think. I really don't. I'm super scared, but then, you know, if I'm ovulating, and then I go, oh my god, if I'm ovulating, like, I wanted to take the advance. I haven't received it yet. I want to do an unboxing with you when I get my advance and start taking, because I want to show you all the goodies in that advance box. And yeah, I don't know. I just actually didn't think we'd even ovulate just yet. I thought that I'd get my period by now, or in 2 weeks, or whatever. I usually know my body, and I think, look, a couple of days ago, I actually did get, and this is TMI, a lot of stretchy CM in the last couple of days. But I just didn't think that I'd ovulate because I still had HCG in my system. That's what I thought. I thought it had to be 0 to get HCG. And then when I looked up and did my Google, you don't have to have, it doesn't have to be at 0 to have you ovulate. So I don't know what's happened. He goes away today, and yes, we've already done the deed. So too bad. I don't know what's happening now. Anyway, so I'll take my temperatures. I haven't taken my temperatures at all because I've been so sick. So I'll have to take my temperatures from tomorrow, and then we'll see if my temperatures go up, whether I ovulated, or whether my temperatures are still skyrocket. And if they are, I'll take another pregnancy test, I suppose, and we'll have to update you. Totally confused. Yeah, don't know what else to say about that subject. But however, let's go on a different subject, because that'll be a to be continued. I did decide to buy something new, and I actually really like them. So Wonfo, you can't really get them in Australia, but I did order them. There is a company that allows you to order them and deliver here, and fantastic. So I got 3 boxes of 50 LH strips and 20 HCG strips. So basically I got 150 LH strips and 60 pregnancy tests for about 47 delivered, I think it was. And they're great. They're very clear, and they're so much better than those cheapy one steps. They really are. The lines are really good, and it has fantastic instructions. They're great. So one side is pregnancy, the other side is ovulation. So I will show you them when the time comes. I'll show you my whole stash, and for some reason there we go. I'll show you my whole stash. You know, if you've seen one of my other videos, I've shown you my drawer before, my secret stash. Well, I'll show you my new secret stash. It probably has even more in it. And that'll be probably when I start doing my ovulation tests, or if not pregnancy tests, if that was an ovulation today. And I will update you. So thank you all so much for all your comments and all your advice. I have taken like in my head, and I've written notes on everything I should try, like the DNA fragmentation. There's a whole heap of things, bloods, different types of bloods to take, and different types of vitamins, different type of therapies, a whole range of things that people have left comments to, and that is fantastic. It's just what I want. So thank you all so much. Please comment below about what you've heard on this video today. I'm so sorry, it's a bit all over the place, and it's about all sorts of different topics. I had so much to kind of talk about, and it's dragged on a little bit, but I am going to end this video with a thank you so much. I'm sending baby dust to you all, waiting for BFPs or new ovulation tests to start. I wish you guys, girls, all the luck, and I cannot wait to update you when I hear everything on Monday. Not that I can't wait, I mean that doctor's appointment with what the baby and stuff is. Yeah, it's like heartbreaking, but it's closure for me. And yeah, and just before we end this, I actually had a dream last night, and it was so real. It was just like real as that Brad and I were out at a big football game, and we were holding, oh, and after that we went to you know, parents' place for a big shindig, and we were holding a little girl, like a baby. And not only were we holding her, like Brad dropped me off. So anyway, I had to stop on the side of the road for some reason. I don't know if it's somebody I knew, like I seen. So I just hopped out of the car and closed the door just to quickly say, oh, we're going up 2 doors up. And he quickly takes off because he wanted to get into the house and take her out, you know, into the house, you know, without me getting her out first. So, you know, anyway, so at that time also, we didn't know her name. We had not thought of her name. So a whole 9 or 10, you know, 9, 10 months, whatever you're pregnant for, we still didn't have her name. So, and that was, I think she was about a week old. So yeah, very strange, very real. It felt so real, and hopefully that's a premonition. Anyway, love to you all, and I'll see you on Monday.